Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 4 of the Monetize Your Business 5-day challenge with myself, Dr. Adela Rafiz. Today's challenge is all about clearing subconscious blocks when it comes to money. Where does your money beliefs or money mindset come from? What are the things that have helped you create the subconscious thoughts, feelings, beliefs that you have around money? And how can you start to A, identify them, and B, clear them so that you can start to receive and have and be comfortable with making more money in your life and in your business. So thank you so much for all of the messages I've been getting. I've been getting some great feedback around people choosing numbers that not only are bigger than they have been comfortable choosing before, but actually also having success with actualizing those figures, which is exactly the point of this 5-day challenge. The point of this challenge is to show you how just by doing a little bit of work on your money mindset, we're doing 30 minutes a day with these exercises right now, how much tangible and practical change is able to be seen and perceived. And so imagine if you were to then apply yourself to finding all of those areas in your life and in your business where you were subconsciously being programmed to function in a way that was not creating what you say you would like to create. Imagine if you put in the work to identify all those areas where subconscious or limiting beliefs were running your thoughts, running your mindset. Imagine how much more freedom you would have. Imagine how much more power you would have in actually feeling like you are the creator. You are creating the outcomes in your life. So subconscious blocks. The thing with subconscious blocks is they live in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind means it's below your level of awareness. It's not what you know. It's not what you're cognitively aware of. It's not rational, and it's not logical. Your subconscious mind is irrational, it's illogical, it's created from memories, it's created from past experience, and it's most commonly the thoughts and feelings and beliefs that you have that currently help you form your money mindset and how you operate with money now. They were often formed in the first 10 years of your life, because in the first 10 years of your life is when you had those first experiences with things. It's when you learned about things or saw things or experienced them for the very first time. And so when something happens to you in your life for the very first time, you learn about that experience, and forevermore you use that as your reference point going forward. And secondly, what happens with subconscious blocks or subconscious beliefs and conditioning and where they come from is in the first 10 years of your life, you're a child. So you're often not the person in control of your environment, of the people around you, of your parents, of where you grew up, of the financial situation that you grew up in, of the money mindset of your parents. However, it is all of those things that create your beliefs around money. Your beliefs around nearly everything are created in the first 10 years of your life, especially money. And so when it comes to what was going on, if you're thinking, well, I can't remember what happened when I was 0 or 1 or 2 years old, how come it can be affecting me and my mindset? It's because you have an emotional memory, and your body has a memory as well. So, for example, say that you're 2 years old and your family is going through a huge financial crisis. Maybe your father's just lost his job, or he's just been made redundant, or your whole family's gone bankrupt. As a 2-year-old, you don't understand what any of that means. And you don't even understand what money is. However, what you are very aware of is that everyone around you, your mum, your dad, your siblings, perhaps your grandparents, extended family, they are all stressed, they are all worried, they all feel unsafe because something bad has just happened. And that is the memory that you remember. And going forward from there, anything or anyone or any period of your life that something happens that reminds you subconsciously, so a smell, a thought, seeing something, seeing someone, being in that same home, anything that triggers that same memory of feeling unsafe, feeling insecure, everyone around you feeling stressed because your father had just lost their job, creates that feeling of feeling unsafe and not knowing where your financial security will be coming from. And unless you can identify and clear these memories, they will continue to program how you react and respond to situations in your environment going forward forevermore. So the point of doing any of this mindset work, the point of working with a facilitator or a coach or doing programs, doing these challenges like we are right now, is the more you identify, because I know, like myself, many of you have been doing this work for years. Many of you have done layers and layers and layers and cleared layers of this stuff, and there is still more to clear. And each time you clear another layer or release another memory or let go of another belief that you didn't even realize you had, you get to another level of being able to create your life and create a result without having your subconscious mind have an effect on you that leaves you confused as to why, when you're working so hard, when you're doing your best to make money, when you can make the money but then the money disappears, or you make the money and you have the money but then you still feel like you have a giant block when it comes to feeling secure or safe with money, or you feel like you have to hoard your money because you don't want to lose it. Whatever it is that's creating the discomfort in your life around money, it's coming from these subconscious blocks and subconscious beliefs and subconscious memories. So when I work with clients, we go through a process of using the body, using muscle memory, using subconscious memory to identify what the memory is, to identify when it occurred, and then to release it. When I'm working in a group environment like this, you have to do a little bit more of the work because I'm not in front of you and I can't hack into your body, which is a really easy way for me to help you find what those memories are. So instead, we do a little bit of investigation. We do a little bit of research, and this is what you do. You look at the area in your life where you don't know why you're not able to change that. So if it's money, and we're talking about the money challenge, so let's use money. If for you, it's you're never able to make more than a certain amount of money. If you're never able to make more than what you actually need just to get by, or if you make a certain amount and then you always end up losing your money through to unforeseen circumstances, or you are never able to get beyond an initial stage of success. Whatever it is for you that makes you feel like you're consistently grinding and spinning your wheels but not getting very far, and you've been stuck in this pattern for a long time, the first thing to do is identify what that pattern is. And look at where it might occur in many different areas, but if you take away the surface and look at what the core behavior is, it's the same thing. So for example, you might have tried being an employee and you would live paycheck to paycheck. And so you decided to start your own business, and then you run your own business, but you still only make enough money to get by from week to week or month to month, whatever your rollover or turnover is in your business. So that common theme then is that you manage to have just enough, but never in excess of what you need. So you then start to look at, okay, so the common theme here is I never have beyond my means. I can never make more money than what I need. So I can never have abundance. I can never have a safety net. I never make more money than what I need just to get by. So I never feel rich. And so then you start to look at, where did that come from? How long can I remember functioning that way? And this is where you might have to get really honest, because we all look at our lives through rose-tinted glasses sometimes. So we might think that what we're going through is only happening now. But if you get really honest with yourself, you might start to realize that this has always happened in business. This also happened when you were an employee. And then you might remember that even when you got your first job as a teenager, you would spend all your money on payday. And then you might go back even further and realize that even as a child, when you were given pocket money, you always spent your pocket money and then you were waiting for the next lot of pocket money to arrive. And there was never enough to get you through the whole week. And as you start to look at that, you might realize, oh my gosh, I've had this pattern since I was 10 years old or 7 years old. And then you might start to look at that, and you look at that. So you've now identified the behavior and you've now identified a timeline. You can now go back and realize that you've been doing this since you were 7, 6, 5. And then you might look at, okay, where did this come from? Where did this need to spend all my money, or this belief that makes me need to spend all my money come from? You might realize that if you didn't spend all your money, then your siblings would spend their money and then want to use yours. So it was easier for you to get rid of your money as quickly as they did, so that you didn't have to give your money to them. Or you might realize that your family, your parents lived paycheck to paycheck and it was normal. And so when you got money, you subconsciously started to mimic how they lived, and you lived paycheck to paycheck, and it was normal. And perhaps everyone around you did the same, so it was normal. And so the subconscious belief here is there is never enough to get through. There is never more than what you need. You will always have just enough and then run out of money just before your next paycheck or your next lot of money comes in, or you'll always be stressed to a certain level because there is never an abundance of money. Right, so whatever it is for you as you're going through this exercise, everything that it's bringing up for you, all of the places in your body where you might have stored this might be making you feel queasy or tight in your gut. It might be causing a constriction in your chest. You might feel a headache suddenly coming on. You might want to not look at this. You might suddenly feel like you need to go to sleep because you do not want to look at this stuff. This is fantastic because that shows me that you're having a physiological response. That means you're not only becoming aware of this, and this is how we clear it. When something's been living in our subconscious mind, we're not aware of it, so it can continue to run us. When something moves from our subconscious, so below our awareness, into our awareness mind, into our cognitive mind, suddenly we're aware of it. And that's the first step to changing anything, is awareness. So you're already halfway there. You've suddenly identified something that is limiting your money mindset, that is limiting the amount of money you can have and create. Because if it's normal for you to live paycheck to paycheck, when you start your own business, you're not suddenly going to make $1 million and have $1 million sitting in your savings account, because there is no way that you are congruent with that physiologically, physically, emotionally, mentally, subconsciously, right? So we want to find with these triggers, we want to find these underlying beliefs and get rid of them. So secondly, back to what I was saying, how you clear this. The first step is you're halfway there already. Once you identify it and something goes from being in your subconscious mind to your conscious mind. And then secondly, the next thing I do to help you clear it is, if you are familiar with the clearing statement in Access, you can say everything that this is, and everywhere where I've been holding it in my body, and everywhere where this has been running in the background of my money reality, I now destroy it, uncreate it, let it go, return it to sender. And you can pot and pocket. You can say right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. If you are someone who knows how to tap, does EFT tapping, you can tap. If you are someone who sees a kinesiologist or knows how to do kinesiology or knows how to tap on other areas of your body, you can do that. Or you can do what I do when I'm working with clients through distance, and I just say, okay, everywhere where you are holding this in your body, everywhere where this is running in the background, everywhere where this belief is part of your reality, would you please destroy it, uncreate it, let it go and return it to sender wherever it came from. And you can just let that go. And you might feel that release somewhere in your body. You might suddenly feel lighter on your shoulders. You might feel your gut start to unclench. You might feel something change in the physiology of your body. And that is how you identify and then clear your subconscious beliefs. Now, that is one round or one belief. You would have hundreds, if not thousands. Sometimes we have millions, okay? Especially when it comes to money. The two areas, and even in the business upgrade program, it's a program about business. But we do two modules that are based solely on helping you identify and clear the subconscious beliefs around your family and around your money mindset and money memories. Because this stuff is so powerful, you do not realize and recognize just how deeply you have either been mimicking what your family taught you and told you in the environment that you grew up in when it comes to money, or how much the experiences you had and the subconscious beliefs you have are creating your money mindset, either from alignment or resistance and reaction. And when you're doing either of those, when you're trying to be aligned with a money belief and create to prove, or when you are in resistance to having or creating money because something happened in your past and you don't want to recreate that, it's not going to give you the freedom you want to create abundantly and congruently and with joy. There's also lots of people that have no problems making money, but they don't have joy with it. They don't have freedom with it. They don't have the ability to enjoy what they are doing and believe that they can make money doing what they love and being a contribution and receiving a contribution, and that money is not something that they need to stress over. There's lots of people with lots of money, but that are still very stressed about money. That's not ideal either. How can you get to that sweet spot with money? Well, I think this is where the secret lies. I think that it is in this work, identifying and clearing the beliefs that create your money memories, that create your money programming, that create your money mindset, to give you freedom. And then you can do the work that you love. You can receive money with ease. You can spend money with ease. You can recognize and work with the natural laws of money and gifting and receiving, and the reciprocity that we talked about yesterday in the money pull exercise. And so, yeah, you might need to pot and pock and do many, many layers or rounds, as I call it, of this clearing work, but it'll start to lighten up. It'll start to feel lighter and give you that freedom. And you will know something is shifting, because not only will you feel lighter, but you will have more money show up. So you might have a client call unexpectedly. You might find some money. You might receive money from your family once you clear all of your points of view and all of your money memories and all of your subconscious conditioning to do with money and the family that you came from and what happened in the first 10 years of your life, including what happened when you were in your mother's tummy, what happens in utero. So sometimes you might think, nothing's happened, but you might not have ever asked or been told about what was going on when you were in your mother's tummy. Guess what? You were literally inside your mother. So everything she experienced when she was pregnant with you, you are aware of it too. And so you want to identify and clear that stuff. So as I've said, the business upgrade program is a program designed to not only give you really practical tools, tips, information, have guest experts, have me go through modules with you talking about how to grow your business, how to create your business, how to market your business, how to put in the systems and procedures in your business to help you grow. authentically and successfully and congruently. But also, it's a large part of it is mindset. A large part of it is identifying and clearing subconscious blocks. So whether you feel like you're struggling with the mindset part of running your business and making money, or whether you feel like you're struggling with needing support in the practical aspects and knowing what to do and how to do it, this program is designed especially for people like me, people who are in service-based businesses. If you are a healer, a facilitator, an architect, a real estate agent, someone who provides a service, someone who works with people, someone who wants to grow their business, whether it's a physical business or an online business. This is the program that I've created for you. It's in its 3rd year of running now, and each year it gets better and better. And I'm so excited to share it with you guys. So I will be talking more about the Business Upgrade program. Tomorrow's our last day of the 5-day Monetise Your Business challenge. So I'll talk a little bit more about the Business Upgrade program at the end of tomorrow's challenge. And then I'll do a special call for those of you that are really interested in finding out more, because we start the program at the end of this month, so that you have the first half of this year to really nail those things in your business that you need to, so that the second half of 2019 you can really scale your business and create it in the way that you have been wishing to. Okay, so remember, questions, comments, queries for the next couple of days. I'm in this group, I'm interacting, I will be answering all of your questions. Let me know what's coming up for you, and I can't wait to hear how you're getting on. And thank you so much for all your feedback. So take care and have a beautiful day. I hope it's as beautiful as you are.